Hello, book lovers. Welcome back to another book review. Thank you for tuning in. What if a simple story about a dog could teach us everything about life, love, loss, loneliness, and resilience? That's exactly what The Dog Who Dared to Dream by Hwang Sun-mi does. This novel is a fable, a meditation on the cycle of life, and one of the most moving books that I might have ever read. If you're a dog lover, prepare to be emotionally wrecked. And anyway, let's get into it. So today's book is The Dog Who Dared to Dream, written by Hwang Sun-mi, translated by Kim Chi-young, a very notable and successful translator. And it also has illustrations by Japanese artist Nomoko. So Huang is most famous for The Hen Who Dreamed She Could Fly. Sold over 2 million copies, and it was on the bestseller list for years. It was adapted into a highly successful animated film. But actually, although she's probably still most famous for The Hen Who Dreamed She Could Fly, she's actually written lots and lots of books, won a lot of awards, and is mainly a children's book writer, but her work has a fable-like quality that appeals to adult readers as well, and as such, she has a very significant readership. So I've reviewed her previous novels on the channel, so including The Hen Who Dreamed She Could Fly. I also reviewed Miracle on Cherry Hill, but today's book was her second book to be published in English translation. The Korean original was published in 2012, and the English translation was published in 2016. And all three of these books were translated by Kim Chi-young, and they all three of them also had illustrations by the Japanese artist Nomoko. And they're beautiful little editions. The illustrations look great. Yeah, just lovely looking little books. And there's a very nice little quote from Pulitzer Prize winning author Adam Johnson, which I think neatly encapsulates some of Huang's appeal. He said her work is at the crossroads of fable, philosophy, children's literature, and nature writing. And The Dog Who Dared to Dream certainly draws on all of those qualities. So this book has a very similar title to Huang's first book in translation, The Hen Who Dreamed She Could Fly. So is The Dog Who Dared to Dream telling a similar story to this previous and very famous book? Yes, it's very similar in several respects. Also has elements of Charlotte's Web and The Ugly Duckling. So like The Hen Who Dreamed She Could Fly, The Dog Who Dared to Dream is told through the eyes of an animal. And it tells the story of a puppy called Scraggly, and essentially tells Scraggly's entire life story. So she's born along with a litter of other pups, and her owners are an elderly couple in a small town somewhere in the Korean countryside. Scraggly is a bit of an outcast because she looks different from the other puppies. She has long, scraggly hair, so she's bullied and neglected. So, this is the ugly duckling element of the story. Anyway, they all live in the yard of this elderly couple. And as they're sort of growing up there, Scraggly observes the world mostly from the yard in a way that I'm sure will remind many of Charlotte's Web or something like this. So Scraggly interacts with the various other animals, such as the cruel and unkind neighborhood cat, the arrogant hen, and the other puppies that are her siblings, and so on. And she observes the life of the elderly couple, who she just calls Grandpa and Grandma. And from this very simple setup, the book explores nothing less than the cycle of life and what it means to be alive. And it's quite possibly just the most moving novel that I have reviewed on the channel, probably. So, in the previous Wang Sun-mi novels, Miracle on Cherry Hill and The Hen Who Dreamed She Could Fly, I talked about how she likes to tackle very big themes like sacrifice, motherhood, old age, love, and hardship. So, is she covering the same territory in this book, and how does it fare in comparison to these other novels? So, it absolutely does cover themes that readers will be familiar with from other Hwang Sun-mi novels, but why complain when she's so good at it? It's very similar in execution and theme to those other novels, but this might actually be the best one. And I think this is what readers want from a Hwang Sun-mi novel at this point. She's extremely talented at doing this kind of thing. Just seems to have a natural touch for it, a lightness of touch, and there's a purity to the storytelling. So it really does have a fairy tale fable like quality, and the experiences that Scraggly has are universal. And Huang's writing is deceptively simple, but really it's very subtle. And when she describes sadness or pain or joy, the purity and simplicity makes these emotions profoundly affecting. And the emotional qualities here are distilled down to their very essence. And there's two sections in this novel where I was holding back the tears. And certainly, if you're a dog lover, you will be traumatized by reading this novel. But anyway, like Huang's other books, this one was translated by Kim Chi-young and has illustrations by Nomoko. And so they're obviously having a lot of success collaborating on these books. So how do these collaborations contribute to the success of Huang's work? So the illustrations are very successful. So Nomoko often draws designs for books and book covers, and has, like I said, worked with Huang on all three of her books translated into English. Gives them a very distinctive look. They look like beautiful little objects, and they look great as a set if you like just collecting books for that reason. And the drawings are very simple, very elegant, and very evocative. And there's a sadness to the images that absolutely suits the stories. They capture the sort of the fragility of life that Wang is often writing about, and they work well with the story. And of course, Kim Chi-young, the translator, is a very successful translator. Translated lots of books that we've reviewed on the channel, so you're in safe hands. So anyway, should you read The Dog Who Dared to Dream? Yes. If you love emotionally powerful fable-like stories, or if you enjoyed books like Charlotte's Web or The Ugly Duckling or any of Huang's previous books, or if you're a dog lover, but be warned, it will definitely make you cry. So if you're willing to embrace the beauty and sorrow of life through a dog's eyes, then this book is unforgettable. So what do you think? Have you read The Dog Who Dared to Dream or any of Hwang Sun-mi's other books? Feel free to leave a comment. If you've enjoyed this review, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more deep dives into literature and storytelling, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.